Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shafika and I want to present about PT3. So part 1, design and build the network. Part 2, configure basic device setting. Part 3, configure a site to site VPN. Part 4, verify and test IP set VPN. So required resource, minimum 3 router, minimum 2 switches, minimum 3 pieces, serial and internet cables as shown in the topology, console cable to configure Cisco networking device. As you can see, this is the rubric for this PT3. So part 1, design and build the network. Draw network diagram based on required resource, which consists of physical diagram and logical diagram with IP address that is provided for this assessment. Student need to create addressing table for network, build the network based on the network diagram and addressing table. As you can see, this is my physical topology. It have 3 router, 3 pieces and 2 switches. So this is my logical topology. I have 3 router, 2 switches and 3 PC. As you can see, this is area 0, which is backbone, and this is area 1, and this is area 2. So this is my addressing table. R1, R2, R3, PCA, PCB and PCC. So part 2, configure basic device setting. Configure basic config and access password. Configure the OSPF dynamic routing protocol. So I want to show you the proof that I configure the R1. Password Cisco, enable, password class, show run. And yes, this is the basic config that I configure in R1. Hostname R1, enable secret, no IP domain lookup, int G00/0/0, IP address 10.61.8.1.255.255.255.192, int S0/1/0, IP address 134.173.8.209.255.255.255.252. And yes, this is banner MOTD, unauthorized access is prohibited. Then console 0, password, login synchronous, login, line VTY04. So you go to the R2 for the basic config, CLI, password Cisco, enable, class, okay, show run. Okay, as you can see, this is the basic configure for R2. Hostname R2, enable secret, no IP domain lookup, int G0/0/0, IP address 10.61.8.68.255.255.255.192, int S0/1/0, IP address 134.173.8.210.255.255.255.252, int S0/1/1, IP address 75.86.8.537.255.255.255.252. And yes, banner MOTD, unauthorized access is prohibited. Dan console 0, password save, login synchronous, line VTY04. So we go to the RT to the basic configure, CLI, password Cisco, enable, password class, so show run. I have to show my basic configure to R3. Yes, as you can see, hostname R3, enable secret, int G0/0/0, IP address 10.61.8.1 30 255.255.255.192, INT S0/1/1 IP address 75.86.8.58 255.255.255.252. Yes, banner MOTD, unauthorized access is prohibited, lines console 0, login synchronous, line VTY 04. So, configure the OSPF dynamic routing protocol. I want to show my proof that I configure the OSPF. So, R1 show run. And yes, as you can see, this is my OSPF for R1. Router OSPF 1, router ID 1.1.1.1, network 10.61.8.0.0.0.63 area 1, network 134.173.8.208 0.0.0.3 area 0. So we go to the R2, show run. I want to show you my OSPF in R2. Yes, as you can see, this is OSPF, router OSPF 1, router ID 2.2.2.2, network 10.61.8.64 0.0.0.63 area 0, network 134.173.8.208 0.0.0.3 area 0, network 75.86.8.56 0.0.0.3 area 0. So R3 for OSPF, show run. As you can see, this is my router OSPF in R3, router OSPF 1, router ID 3.3.3.3, network 10.61.8.128 0.0.0.63 area 2, network 75.86.8.56 0.0.0.3 area 0. So part 3, configure a site to site VPN. So R1, configure the ISAKMP and IPsec in R1 and R3. So first R1, as you can see, crypto ISAKMP policy 10, increase is 256, authentication pre-share group 5, crypto ISAKMP KVPN PA55 address. So I use the S0/1/1 in R3, IP address 75.86.8.58. Crypto IPsec transform set VPN set ESP SHH HMAC. Crypto map VPN map 10 IPsec ISAKMP. Description VPN connection to R3. Set peer 75.86.8.58. Set transform set VPN set. Mesh address 110. So I want to show the proof that I configure the access list. So access list 110 permit IP 10.61.8.0.0.0.63, 10.61.8.128 0.0.0.63. So we go to the R3, show run. As you can see, this is the configure for ISAKMP. Crypto ISAKMP policy 10, ENCR is the 256, authentication pre-share group 5, crypto ISAKMP KVPN PA55 address 134.173.8.209. I use IP address as S0/1/0 at R1. Crypto IPsec transform set VPN set ESP SHH HMAC. Crypto map VPN map then IPsec ISAKMP. Description VPN connection to R1. Set peer 134.173.8.209. set transform set VPN set match address 110, and I want to prove that I configure access list 110 permit IP SIP 10.61.8.128.0.0.0.63 10.61.8.0.0.0.63. So part 4, verify and test IPsec VPN. So first we go to the PCC. And command prompt to ping PCB, ping 10.61.8.969. Yes, it got the reply. So ping again, ping PCB, and yes, we got the reply. So to R1, show crypto ISAKMP SA. As you can see, that this have not source and destination. So we must ping to PCA first. So PCC, ping PCA, ping 10.61.8.2. Yes, we got the reply. So we prove with R1. So R1 use the same command, show crypto ISAKMP SA. And yes, you can see the destination and source, and status is active. So the second command to see the IPsec, show crypto IPsec SA. As you can see, it have the packet and status is active. So you go to R3 and use the same command, show crypto IPsec SA. And yes, you can see the packet and status still active. So I want to ping PCC to PCB first. And ping 10.61.8.69. And yes, you got a reply. And go to the R3 again and use the same command, show crypto IPsec SA. And yes, you can see the packet and have the status active. So that's all for me. Thank you.